Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing Company out of Morganton, North Carolina. This beer is called Underground. The description says Appalachian style Bretzel Kvass, ale brewed with pretzels salted or smoked malt and sea salt. So basically, this is a Kvass. Instead of being made with bread, different types of bread, it's there's pretzels in it. And then on the back, there's an ingredient list: pecan wood smoked pretzels, applewood and cherrywood smoked barley, Vienna malt, hops, Outer Banks sea salt, mixed house cultures, and filtered water. And this is bottled in August of 2017, so this is a year old. And that's actually what prompted me to drink this, because I had one bottle of this left, and I want to see how. I mean, it's only 2.8 ABV, so it's a very, very small beer. And I wanted to see how this, how age would change this one a little bit. I didn't want to wait too long for such a small beer. So I'm going to try this, see how it is with a year on it, because I'll likely be able to buy some new bottles pretty soon. So let's crack it open and see what we got. Well, it's starting to come up. I see it right now. It's definitely still lively, which is nice to see. So as you can see, it pours I'd say slightly cloudy, very dark gold to dark orange to almost brown color. That's a pretty big range. That was kind of stupid, but I'd say it's like really dark orange to light brown, like a copper color, with a pretty small white head. So the aroma is, it's very, I wouldn't say very smoky. It's not like a huge smoked beer, but it is, you definitely get smoke. But it is, I'd say it's more on like the meaty smoke side, not like the rubbery. Sometimes smoke beers come off as like rubbery, and I'm not getting that, which is good. And there's definitely some nice, like, bready, doughy grain to it. And there is, maybe it's from the salt. I don't know what it is, but it almost has, like, a tiny bit of, like, a briny character, too, which is interesting. But, I mean, that could be from the mixed culture, too. We'll see. Whoa. Wow. That is way, way more tart than it was fresh. And it's not like crazy tart, but just compared to what it was fresh, it's way, way, way more tart. So when it was fresh, there was definitely like a little bit of funk character and like a slight acidity, but it was almost more like a standard Kvass without mixed cultures in it. You got the pretzel, you got the smoke, but it wasn't like, it might have had like a tiny like tang to it, but this actually has like some legitimate underlying acidity to it, which I'm shocked by. It's really interesting too, because I think I like this better than when it was fresh, only because I love their mixed culture. But is that like because that acidity is coming through and the funk is coming through more, you lose a little bit of the smoke and a little bit of like the nice bready character from the pretzels. It's there, but it's more in the back end in the swallow than it is like all the way through the beer. Definitely the predominant taste up front is that nice, like slightly fruity, tart mixed culture saison-y character. It's actually, I shouldn't even say saison-y. Like to me, the acidity and the flavor in this kind of reminds me more of something that might be like the base for their AWAS beers, but without the fruit, obviously. Than even the saison, because it's more like straight tart rather than funky. I might have lied. So it's not like super funky, but there is a lot of like minerality, and even a little bit of that like sweet tarty character. I really, really like what this turned into. And the fact that this is 2.8% is amazing because it's so flavorful. Like, I could drink this all day. So now I'm really glad that I opened this up because maybe I'm not remembering what the original was like, and maybe the original was more tart than I remembered it being. But I'm hoping that they're going to have it on tap soon so I could, remember having this recently and have a legitimate comparison. But I don't even remember how much this bottle was, to be honest, but I know it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $10 maybe. So it's like $5, for a serving. Which for any type of mixed culture beer is pretty cheap. Like I said, I don't remember what these 750s cost, but I got a Magnum of it for $30, which tells you how cheap it is, because the $30 Magnum of anything is pretty cheap, because the glass itself is expensive. Yeah, it might have been 10, but I'm almost positive it wasn't more than that. If anything, it was less. So let me go back and try to just get a couple more flavor descriptions. Yeah, it's really nice. It has that like big minerality up front. A little bit of that like sweet tart taste, and then it fades into like a grainy smoke. But the smoke is so perfect. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't overpower the acidity and the bouquet of the wild yeast, but it complements it perfectly and like makes it completely a separate beer from something that didn't have that smoke in it. Like to me, it's a perfect level because you get it, you absolutely get it. It's not, you're not struggling to find it, but it's not overwhelming in any sense at all. Yeah, in my scale of buy, drink, dump, this is absolutely a buy. I'm definitely buying more of this, and I'm gonna sit on it because this is crazy good right now. It is really good. I don't know if I should say crazy good. It's crazy unique. I still would probably prefer like Brutus over this, just because I like dig those flavors more. Like I feel like the smoke, if I drank a lot of this, would probably get a little tiring. But for what it is, and it's like super unique, really easy to drink, and really tasty. So this is absolutely a buy for me for sure. I'm glad this is coming out again soon. So that's all I got on this guy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.